Hey guys, thank you for joining me, Stanley. I would say thank you for joining me on the Saturday, but it's Sunday. I'm a day late getting this out. I'm really sorry about that, but I'm glad that you guys are willing to deal with things getting a little bit crazy. Today I was going to talk about something that is going to be affecting a lot of us, whether we understand the effects of it or not. I'm about halfway through a book titled Irresistible by Adam Alter. And this book is a look at how technology, whether iPhones, iPads, video games, TV, streaming services, how all of these things are becoming more addicting. And they are purposefully designed to be addicting. And it's been a very interesting read. But one of the things that I find very interesting about technology is the way that it affects us without us realizing it. And I have to say, I'm someone who is talking about this because I know that it's such a problem for myself. I am regularly on my phone for hours during my downtime. I check my email all the time. I am the kind of person who's rarely, if ever, away from his phone. And I rarely download games to play on my phone because if I have games on my phone, then I will not get away from playing them. I will find ways to play them all the time. And so I do understand how addicting this technology is firsthand. But it's not just that it addicts you. It's not just that it gets you to engage with it more than you want to, or even more than you realize. Chances are you engage with your phone. If you have a smartphone, chances are that you engage with it probably 3 to 4 times more than you think you do. You pick it up 3 to 4 times more than you think you do. You look at it 3 to 4 times longer than you think that you do. It's just a fact that we lose track of time. We lose our idea of how much we're interacting with it as we interact with the technology. And it's not just designed to keep bringing you back. Just having it will affect the way that you are able to interact with others. There was a study done where they had 2 groups, and they would bring 2 people into a room. Group 1, on a table in the corner of the room, there was paper and a pencil. And the 2 people would go into the room. They didn't have to do anything with the paper or pencil. They were just going into the room to interact with each other. In group 2, they went into a room, and there was a smartphone or a tablet on the table. That's the only difference. Both groups, they came, they interacted with each other for a period of time, and then they would say what they felt about the other person when they were in the room. And without interacting with this tablet, without anything changing in what happened, just the fact that a smartphone or tablet was in the room with them made people believe that the other person was less friendly, less trustworthy. They felt they couldn't get as good of a connection. They felt that they couldn't interact as well just with a smartphone and tablet in the room, not being used, just in the room. And it is becoming more and more common for us as we interact with each other to have our smartphone and tablet nearby and to be constantly checking it. That is going to affect all of our relationships, all of our interactions, and it's going to become a really significant problem for us now with the quarantine going on, because there's only so many times you can clean your house. There's only so many times you can go through those crafts. There's only so many times you can remodel a part of your house before you're just done. There's only so much we can do, and it's so easy to say, okay, I'm just going to relax, and I'm just going to put on some TV, and I'm just going to stream a movie. I'm just going to get on my phone for a little bit. I'm going to play a game. And it's such an innocent thing for us to do. really is. And if we are careful with it, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with playing video games. There's nothing wrong with watching movies, with watching some TV shows. The problem is when we're not careful. And it's very easy to not be careful with these things. It's just in the air that we live in. But if we're not careful, we will change ourselves. We will heighten our anxiety. We will lessen our ability to get good, deep sleep. We will lower our patience. We will make it harder for us to interact with other people. It's hard enough to interact with other people as it is, and we're going to go access this technology and just make it that much harder for ourselves to interact with other people. Like I said, it's not like I'm here and I don't use this technology. I mean, this is getting posted to YouTube and Facebook. This video is being recorded on my laptop. I am talking about this with my cell phone in my pocket. I spend hours on my cell phone almost every day. It's not like I don't like a lot of the things that this technology lets us do. Especially now when we're having to be distanced, we can still connect with each other in ways that wouldn't be imaginable without the technology. But we do need to be careful about the kind of people we are becoming. There is not such a thing as a completely neutral thing in the world. The money and credit and all these economics, they're not entirely neutral. All the stuff that goes on in the political realm, it's not entirely neutral. The technology that we have isn't neutral. Foods we eat, the clothes that we wear, the books that we read, these things aren't entirely neutral. Everything ends up shaping us. And if we just passively allow it to happen to us, then we're not going to be able to become the people we want to become. We have to be intentional to say, look, there are some things that might be pleasant, that might be good, that I cannot do. Maybe there are TV shows that you would love to watch that you just can't allow yourself to get into, because if you get into that thing, you know what it's going to do to you. There will be music maybe that you just can't listen to, because you know that if you engage with it, no matter how much you like it, no matter how popular it is, you know, if you engage in that kind of music, it's just going to change you in ways that you don't want to be changed. All of us as human beings are becoming something, and we become that person throughout our life. And if you look at someone further along in life than you, maybe it's a parent or a grandparent, maybe it's just a friend, a coworker, a boss. You see that person at that end stage of their life, and you look at them and you think, wow, how did they become that person? Maybe positively, man, that person is so patient. Wow, they're in their 80s, they're having the time of their life. They're so much fun to be around. They're so encouraging. They're so happy. And you think, wow, I really want to be that. Well, there were very specific things they did to become that person. Or if you see someone, you think, oh my goodness, they complain all the time. My boss is a workaholic and drives me nuts. Oh my goodness, I never want to work like that, or parent like that, or treat others like that, or talk like that. If you don't want to become like that, you have to intentionally make choices now to not be that person in the future. So today's a Sunday. A lot of you guys are going to be relaxing through a lot of the rest of the day. I would really encourage you, at least, obviously you've taken the time to watch this video. Whenever you watch this video, I'd really encourage you, put the screens away for an hour, 2 hours, the rest of the day if you can. Make sure that you take time to engage in the thing that you are doing. Make sure that you take some time to think about, okay, who am I and what step can I take to become the person I want to be? And then go forward with that. Because all of us are becoming something. My prayer is that I am able to become more and more like Jesus, like who God made me to be, like who God is calling me to be. And I pray that all of us can work together as we go on that journey together. So let's take some time this weekend, whether or not it's today on Sunday when I get this out, or whether it's in this next coming week. Let's take some time to push away the screens and focus on becoming who God made us to be. Thank you for joining me. God bless you guys.